It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Highmark Stadium in upstate New York.
Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Green Bay Packers. Here now to get us started is Logan Cook, and off we go from Lambeau. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Rodgers going to the air to start things out. This one swung out here to Jones. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones.
Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Being chased out left. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. A big loss on the play. That's the bad news. A consolation, they keep the football.
He's thankful right now for that sideline because it could have been a fumble loss, instead just a fumble, though they will have to punt it down.
You're right about that, but do you think there's ever been a player happier to see his own punter go on the field than him?
No.
I mean, not at all, right? How fortunate is he that they got a chance to punt it away, and it's not just a turnover at the spot.
51 yards on the punt there. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, first and 10.
Just shy of the 30.
Now ETN to start the drive.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hope we'll get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
On On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Throw left side, complete to Ingram.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5.
And the Jags are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
And they'll run with Etienne.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. We're scoreless after 1. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
One more time with Etienne.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Travis Etienne.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Jaguars post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get in to make it 8-0. They go with the option on the 2-point try, and the decision to pitch it worked out.
Almost felt like basketball, didn't it? But remember with the dribbler, draw, drive, and dish? How about that one? Drew everyone to him, dished it to the running back. He takes it in.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll be searching to dent the scoreboard for the first time, now down 8-0 as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Rodgers. Dancing to his left.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. On the return, here's Agnew. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And that will come the offense as they take over. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
on 2nd and 9. Lawrence. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlines, but incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And Ingram holds it in. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
Etienne up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So now it's 3rd and long because remember they also lose a down on the grounding call. Lawrence. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to get this up to midfield. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They're going on 4th down. Lawrence. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. Back to the ground with Etienne. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut it down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 25-yard line. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. He'll get it inside the 20. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Another tote for Etienne. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Jaguars will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. They're going to try and run. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here. But with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 75 yards. And the Packers get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel.
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20.
Now Lawrence. That's complete to Travis Etienne out of the backfield.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Second half starts with a run by Etienne.
Oh, he's got a little deck. Taking it right down Broadway. 20, 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Travis Etienne.
75 yards.
And the Jaguars come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation. Knowing when it exists to go to it, they did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Rodgers going to throw.
A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Rodgers to throw. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they ended up running themselves out of time.
Lawrence from his end zone.
Finds his tight end Ingram. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be second down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Throwing again on second down. Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk.
He's got room past the 30.
And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Past the 20. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On first down, right back to ETN.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
170 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Lawrence going to get this to ETN. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
That's complete right around the 8.
And the Jaguars are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
It'll be first and goal when we come back.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Christian Kirk on the receiving end of that touchdown pass from Trevor Lawrence. And the Jags have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, gotta give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Packers.
Romeo Doubs,
75 yards.
and the Packers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that, man. One play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
After the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Running out of the gun with ETN.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
Now Lawrence on first down.
Flushed out right.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. This is caught, it's Kirk. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 180 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. They'll try to run with Etienne. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. So he had a nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jaguars come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
Well, this was a very close ball game.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Coming up, we've got what can only be described as a mirror image matchup between the Green Bay Packers and themselves. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau.
Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Coming up, we've got what can only be described as a mirror image matchup between the Green Bay Packers and themselves. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And off we go from Lambeau. Taken at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about... EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Green Bay Packers. Here's the former Auburn kicker Daniel Carlson to get this one started. And off we go from Lambeau. first play and a first throw for Rodgers.
And his first pass is incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Rodgers now to throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down.
Well, that one hurts. I mean, it was 3rd down, of course, but now the penalty, and we're back to first down.
Yeah, it hurts momentum in a big way, and they built that up here in the early going. Now, that leaves the opposition with a first down. That's a mistake you don't want to make at this point in the game.
Again, it's Jones.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 36.
Check. Fresno. Check 26.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground. Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers. Buying time to his left. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Touchdown, Packers.
Romeo Doubs, 35 yards. And the Packers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Well, he scrambled outside of the pocket, wondered what was going to happen there. He fired a dart. That's what happened.
He certainly did. Scrambled left, looked left, and then left it in the receiver's hands with some dispatch.
In the receiver's hands, in the end zone for the score. Crosby with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Carr. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Carr to throw for it on 4th down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the 1st.
If there's one thing they are lacking in, it's confidence. They took a big and maybe unnecessary risk going for that 4th down. He put them on his shoulders, though, and paid off the big-time gamble.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They fake the handoff. Now Carr gets this to Waller on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. Towards the sideline, he's got Adams. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be second and a couple. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Jacobs will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Keelan Cole taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Raiders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
On second and 11 now. Rodgers. A check down here to Jones. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now Rodgers. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Here's Pat O'Donnell on now to punt it away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've got just over 50 seconds to go till halftime, so they can try to put something together if they want. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle. And some room to roam now. And he'll be out right at the 35. 40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Once he broke through that first wave of defenders, there was a pretty big gap there for him to run.
And it helps that they were in a dime defense. That's 6 defensive backs. So this is why a lot of teams now are searching for those linebacker safety combo type guys who can add a little bit more size on the defensive side of the ball, but can still run as well. Because when you run against 6 DBs with some bigger offensive linemen, you often get this result.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Davante Adams, 65 yards. And the Raiders will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. To throw, it's Rodgers. Steps away to his left. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half They didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on third.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
Carr. He hits Adams complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
On first down, Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Carr now to throw. On the out route, this is Adams with a catch. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 33. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, they set the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing him for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And it's complete to Adams.
Williams. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 18. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
So they'll, of course, decline the pass interference there and wisely take the yardage.
And I think defensively he's saying, I was getting away with that in the first half. Why are you making that call now? But to me, that one was pretty easy to see. I don't understand what he's upset about. I think it was the correct call.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
They'll run it with Jacobs, and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Raiders have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. But just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Rodgers now on 1st down. And it's intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Merritt. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw going to be taken in by Cole. And the Raiders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs. He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Raiders have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. So an important touchdown right there, is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, and this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator, and they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the 4th quarter, and I don't see them looking back.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
55 rushing yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
They'll go again to Jones. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. Down right around the 25. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. On play action. Now Rodgers. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
Rashawn Gary that time through the line and getting the tackle for loss.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Second and 12.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's A.J. Cole now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Rocky Sin.
And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Flush to his right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, even with a huge lead, he was looking for more points. Wanted the deep shot downfield. That one goes incomplete. Obviously, he wants to put more points on the board.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.